Hello, starting out solitary. So I am your sub for this Monday. So hi, welcome to the Mondays. And yeah, we are talking about gender roles for our gods and goddesses, if we are drawn to one more than the other, or incorporate both or neither, and why. For gender roles, I don't really have a problem with gender roles, because I don't think it's like requirement. So I don't know, for me, I'm fine with the idea of a mother goddess instead of a father god figure in my life. But at the same time, I don't know, it's like the goddesses are kind of more feminine and kind of what society right now thinks of as feminine, and just kind of, you know, gentle and kind of the gatherers instead of the hunters. But there's always exceptions, so it's kind of hard to explain. And I think Tara kind of had this as well, where it was like, it's hard to explain it if you haven't experienced it yet. But yeah, I don't know, for me, like, the sea goddess to me definitely fits into the gender role of female, and, you know, the goddess Rhiannon to me fits in perfectly for, like, the feminine, gender role. But then there's, like, Morrigan, who to me is, like, this badass warrior goddess who's just, nah, not so much the gentle, loving, you know, hold your hand through things. And then the horned god to me, for a lot of people, he's like this really like intense, you know, guy who's just, you know, out being a hunter and all that jazz, and like the leader of the tribe, and you kind of have to be tough to do that. But to me, he's not. He's more like the shaman, very calm and collected, and, you know, respect for all life, and like only kill if necessary to like survive and everything, and just really chill. Whereas Morrigan's a little bit more intense, which is kind of a flip on the gender role. But that's just like in society. There's some women who are very feminine and very, you know, what we would consider feminine in the 21st century. And then there's some guys that kind of qualify more into that sense, but they don't consider themselves to be girls. And, you know, vice versa. There's a lot of really tough girls out there who don't do a lot of the feminine things, but they still identify as female. So, yeah, I'm fine with the gender roles, because I don't think it's like a guide. It's not like set in stone, it's just more guidelines, really. And there's always exceptions. And then for one I'm more drawn to than the other, I find I'm more connected to the goddesses, just because I think I'm more connected to the energy that I resonate more with, like as myself, because I do identify as female. And so I kind of work more with the female energies than male, because just don't really have a connection at this time in my life. And I think that happens quite a bit. You know, just watching a few of the YouTubers, they tend to kind of gravitate towards the gender they identify with, for the most part. So I don't know, like, there's one guy from Pagan Perspective who works with Odin. And then, you know, really should have a better example. Like, Kimmy, she works with goddesses. So I think it kind of applies to how you view things. You know, if you're gender fluid, you might gravitate to more deities who represent that to you. And if you're fine with gender roles like I am, then you might gravitate towards whatever, really. It just, I don't know. I don't think it really is that big of a deal to me. I don't consider it much of a problem, and I don't really think much about it. So that's why this video is so short, and I'm just like, I don't really think about it much. But yeah, I do find that I work more with the goddesses. But I mean, I'm working with the horned gods, so that should count for something. But yes, so anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. And yeah, until tomorrow, please subscribe, comment down below your thoughts on this subject, and blessed be.